Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We are at Bristol Motor Speedway in the Usora of A. We're about to go green for 250 laps. Hopefully there's not too many cautions. We got a full field. These drivers eagerly waiting their chance to go out on track and navigate around the last great Coliseum. I'm your host, Fearless himself with Fearless Broadcasting. Bobby, unfortunately not able to make it. Be sure to send him all the love when he comes back. I do have the chat pulled up. Just give shout-outs in the comments as you wish. But like we said, we are here at Bristol Motor Speedway. It's playoff race number 2 in the USOR of A. Qualifying just about finished over. Looking at the scoreboard now, it does look like qualifying has been completed. And what do you know? Familiar faces up there at the front. Currently in the lead is Dustin Hardy in that number 52. Let's see if we can holler at him real quick like. See what he thinks about this race. Hey, Dustin, Fearless up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, you're on top of the leaderboard right now. How do you feel about this race here at Bristol? I see a lot of tire wear going on today.
Yeah, tire wear ain't too bad. You just gotta let it roll through the center and you know don't burn them up too bad. But I mean, it ain't too hot. Pretty good bit of grip, so it should be all right.
What do you think is going to be the key to winning the race today? I know there's a lot of fast drivers in the field.
Don't burn up the tires and watch out for spins because it's a very short track and the turns are very tight, so you don't see the wrecks until you're right up on top of them. So just paying attention, keeping your P's and Q's.
Well, I'll let you hop back in your team channel. Good luck out there. It's going to be a fun one.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That was Dustin Hardy in the number 17. He is on top of the leaderboard here at Bristol Motor Speedway, my home track. And they are currently gridding up. A lot of fans in the comments already. Love it, love it. We're about to get ready to start grinning. This race is going to be fun, to say the least. We'll go ahead and take a look at the track real quick. For those who don't know, this is Bristol Motor Speedway. It's a half mile in length, dual pit roads. There are 2 entrances, 2 exits. Race today, there will be 1 fast repair. The full length of the race is 250 laps, but we will have stages at laps 50 and 50. And like we said, this is playoff race number 2. 10 drivers made the playoffs, last of which was Alex McGuire, who is one of the drivers not in the field today. But the way this playoff system works is that the top 5 drivers who make it, the top 5 drivers in the point standings, will advance to the next round of the playoffs. Regular season champion Nathan Emerson was automatically advanced when he won the regular season championship. It's going to be a fun next 2 races here and next week as well. We'll go and look at the grid real quick. Just brush right through it. It's going to be Hardy, Reynolds, Bersham, Shoffett, Testa, and Justin. And a few more people as we look further back. Of course, me up in the booth and Mr. Christopher Lindsay. Good partner doing race control today. A few drivers will be having to serve drive-throughs and EOLs, so race control will get those dished out as soon as possible. But Pace Car is leading them around. We're about to go green here at Bristol Motor Speedway. And Dustin Hardy going to lead them around. Turn number 4, pace car to pit road. It's Hardy and Reynolds side by side. Green flag in the air. And we're racing here at Bristol Motor Speedway. It's Hardy out to a great lead. Burcham and Reynolds following up behind. Here's Jacob Shoffett coming up to the back bumper of Hunter Burcham. Good side-by-side action for that second position. Outside lane going through. 22 right on that yellow line. Jacob Shoffett trying to get way up the track as far up the track as possible. And there you go. 22 serving his stop-and-go penalty. And we'll catch up with Jacob Shoffett. Kyle Reynolds will be in second. Jacob Shoffett in third. Here's Testa. You see Jacob Shoffett running around the middle of the racetrack. There's not a lot of rubber built up right now. You heard Hardy saying most important thing today is going to be keeping those tires for as long as possible. We're on lap 4. Shoffett up the track. Testa using that inside lane, flying through. Lucas Crump in the field today. The Goose, as many call him. He is working up on the inside. Shoffett up. He's getting close to those marbles. But as they head around, Shoffett continuing to fall back. It's Justin now to the inside in that sharp-looking number 11. Lucas Crump making it through. And so it's going to be Hardy and Reynolds first and second. Here's John Cook making a comeback after one race suspension last week. After some controversy at Darlington. So they continue to work their way past that 0-0. Ryan Testa with a really fast really fast car today in that number 6. One of the newer drivers in this field, newer to iRacing as well. Doing a very good job today. A little bit further back, you got Lucas Crump in that 04 making a comeback. First race, I believe, since Darlington. Or not Darlington, Talladega. So he is making his presence known in that 04 Minute Maid. Then you got, again, Justin Cook and Moeller. John Moeller had a really fast car a few races ago. Didn't start out the season too well for him, but he has been doing pretty good the past couple weeks. So he's hoping to get up there and get a top 10. Oh, Hunter Burcham slow on track. Not sure what happened. No caution. Thankfully. Oh, looks like he just got in the wall, got in those marbles, spun it around. Good job not hitting anything. But we're working lap 11 and still green flag. Hunter Burcham and Gregory Vinace both on the track. Few laps down. Everybody else on the lead lap is Dustin Hardy still controlling the pack. Way up here in the front. As they head back around, we do have a caution. Looks like it's for Jacob Shoffett in that 0-0. We saw Shoffett having trouble. Oh, Hicks gets around. Comes back up the track. Looks like Shoffett a little bit out of control. And just got tagged. Let's watch that again from a different angle. It just looks like Wyatt Hicks was too close to the back bumper of Lindsay. And Shoffett tried to avoid just a little bit too high into the marbles. Definitely highly unfortunate incident there, but that will bring out the caution flag. That's one thing about Bristol. These crashes, this track is so small, so fast, you don't see these crashes until you ride up on them. Almost no way to avoid them on time. But we're under caution flag on lap number 15 of 250 here in the USORA. Looks like Shoffett coming in for some tires. After that, he will be 1 lap down. Hunter Burcham 2 laps down, and Gregory Vinace possibly 3 laps down. See if we can holler at somebody. Hey, Jacob, Fearless in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
What happened out there?
I went to go dodge the car that was getting loose in front of me, and whenever I shot up the track, it it ended up making my car unstable and ended up losing it.
I know
And then
Bristol, damage at Bristol isn't as big a deal as long as the wheel is straight. You think it's gonna hurt your day any other than those tires?
I mean, I'm gonna go a couple laps down here, but I think by the time the race is over, I think I'll be all right.
Well, hopefully you'll be able to get that 00 back up to the front. Good luck out there.
Appreciate it.
That was Jacob Shoffett in the 00. As they are lined up, getting ready to go back to green, ladies and gentlemen. Hardy has been controlling this race from the start. Reynolds has been running away with that second position, but we're about to go back to green and see what happens. We got Testa, Crump, Cook, and Moeller, the rest of your top 6. And then Christopher Lindsay and David Justin, the next 2 drivers. As the green flag is out, it's Hardy out to a good lead over Reynolds, but Reynolds, pretty good start for him as well. Both of these drivers will pull away from the field. It's going to be a pretty good battle for the race lead in a few laps. Definitely keep an eye on that. You see Hardy running about a lane off the yellow line. Testa and Crump, nose to tail, right behind him. Lucas Crump, definitely not the best short track racer. He is more of a road racer, but doing pretty good here today. Then, of course, John Cook having an awesome day, as well as John Moeller. Behind them, you have Lindsay in that number 19. Then a few other drivers behind them struggling. We have 10 drivers on the lead lap. 13 drivers did start this race today. And up front, it's all Dustin Hardy. Dustin Hardy to a huge lead over Kyle Reynolds. Definitely has been growing the past few laps. Good battle back here. John Moeller was going to get to the inside of Lucas Crump. Crump rapidly falling back. Not sure if it is tire wear or just inexperience, but he will fall back to that 6th position and will fall into the clutches of Christopher Lindsay. As John Cook coming around to the inside of Ryan Testa. That will be for the 3rd position. So we see the outside lane doesn't really have anything at this point in the race. John Cook and John Moeller both getting around 3rd and 4th positions. Cook in the wall a little bit. Moeller going to pull to the back bumper about a car length off as they head back around through 3 and 4. Cook in the wall again. Going to keep it off of the 83. 83 going to make it around. Don't see too much damage on that number 7, but it's hard telling what happened on the inside of that machine. We have a caution. Let's see, I believe that could be for the 78. We'll see. Whoa, Christopher Lindsay has some issues and came up the track, got into the 78. Heavy damage to the front end of that number 78. Now that we know who brought the caution out, let's see if we can see what happened. We saw the 19 and the 04 battling. Inside lane, very hard to drive on older tires without doing that right there. Spinning out, coming back onto the track. Out of control, and that will take out the 78, unfortunately. And we'll bring out the caution flag. You see, it looks like that 78 did get a fast repair. With this track so short, it's going to be very difficult to repair damage on time. So, if you get any damage, you're probably going to keep it, unless you do have that coveted fast repair. But out front, it will be Dustin Hardy, Kyle Reynolds, John Muller, and John Cook. That's your top 4 right now. You have Ryan Testa and Lucas Crump behind that. Then behind that, you have David Justin and Waylon Burcham, as they will extend the caution another lap. These drivers ready to get back going to green. As Space Car going around, it's going to make it 1 lap to green flag. So Space Car lights are off. Everybody lining up now. So we work around Bristol Motor Speedway. Look at that field. Everybody ready to get these engines revved back up. Make sure these tires are cleaned off. We see a lot of marbles up there on the high side. So you have to imagine what that is doing to the top, what this concrete surface is doing to those tires, as you can see the incline of this track. Space Car leads them around through 3 and 4. Here we go. It's going to be Dustin Hardy on the inside, Kyle Reynolds on the outside. Does Reynolds have anything? Green flag. He almost stays to the outside, just not able to keep pace with that 17-17. Very fast restart. Once again, look at the 83 of John Muller hopping in this battle right behind him. Pulling away from the 7 of John Cook. But Kyle Reynolds is there, looking on the back bumper of Hardy. About a car length off, half a car length. Hardy hitting his marks perfectly. Reynolds just looking for an opportunity as Hardy will now start to pull away. Reynolds really good on these restarts. But you have to imagine he's burning those tires up quite a bit, as you see Crump now under attack from Ryan Testa. Coming up behind him, 5th and 6th. Crump will move high, trying to keep it off that wall. Testa to the inside. He's going to make the pass. Looks like possibly, yeah, there we go. Testa around. Oh, Crump still fighting back on that outside lane. Outside lane has momentum, even if it does wear those tires out a little bit more. As Crump continuing to fight back on that outside lane. Look at this 04 go. Oh, in the wall. Behind them, Hunter Burcham and David Justin, 2 of the fastest drivers in the field week in, week out. Both having a little bit struggle of a day. Hunter Burcham got back on the lead lap last caution. Justin continuing to fall back after damage from that first caution. As Gregory Vanace works to his outside. A little bit of history between these two after last week. Looks like Vanace backed off of that. Oh, here's Justin working to the inside of Lucas Crump. Lucas Crump continuing to fall back. Definitely not as good as on these longer green flag runs, as he gets into the wall again. Gets a little bit too high and into those marbles. As we head around, it's lap 38 of 250. Oh, good crossover by the 24, working to the inside of the 11. 11, good control on the outside lane, good outside lane momentum. But the 24 is going to stay to the inside. These drivers doing a good job of making it clean, keeping it off each other, as the 24 has to back off. 22 got in the wall a little bit that corner, as Shoffett works to the inside of Vanace behind this battle in front of him. Oh, Christopher Lindsay, trouble again. Oh, slides back up onto the track right in front of the leaders, and that's going to bring the caution flag out right before he toes and resets to the pits. As Shoffett around on the front stretch as well, possibly trying to slow down. And that's going to bring the caution flag out for the 3rd time today here at Bristol Motor Speedway. And let's see what happened. Oh, looks like Waylon Bertram came down the track running that middle to low lane. Lindsay comes down a little bit, just clips the apron and puts that car out out of control. And when he tries to get back on the gas, it just spins out again. That's one thing with these next-gen cars. Once you spin out, those tires are so warm, especially at a track like this, that it's almost impossible to get that car going in the right direction again without some sort of issues with it spinning out like that. So that will bring out caution flag number 3. Thankfully, nobody else involved in that. As Wyatt Hicks going around to get a lap back. This stage coming to a close. We are on lap 43 of 250. So it looks like we're going to have a 2 or 3 lap shootout till the stage finish. So a little bit of excitement here at Bristol Motor Speedway for the finish of stage number 1. As they continue to work around under caution flag. Jacob Shoffett looks like he will be the first driver 1 lap down as he comes back to get more damage repaired. Gregory Vanasis 2 laps down, and it looks like Christopher Lindsay still has it parked as the lights on the pace car will go off. When we go back to green, it's going to be about 4, maybe 5 laps till the end of stage number 1. And it's going to be a shootout between Hardy and Reynolds. Hopefully Reynolds hasn't worn those tires out too much. We know Hardy has been trying to save those Goodyears. But Reynolds, this is his only chance to get the stage 1 win. If another caution would come out, it would be the end of the stage. Here we go. Hardy, Reynolds, good jump by both those drivers. Moeller also with a good jump. Hardy pulls away 2-3 car lengths ahead of the 20 of Reynolds. And we're already under caution. Oh, big pile up in the back. John Cook. Not sure what happened there. Now we saw that before we switched camera views. Oh, looks like Hunter Bertram just flat out dumps the 7. And that's going to bring the caution flag out. Interesting development. Not sure if the 7 was. I'm not sure if the 7 was trying to block the 22 or if he was watching the car in front of him. That will bring out caution flag once again, and that will most likely be the end of the stage. So Dustin Hardy gonna lead the field down pit road, and let's see if we can get a hauler. Let's see. Working on it. Hey, Dustin, Fearless in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, you've definitely been the car to beat all race today. Stage 1 victory in the books. Another 50 laps till another one. How's the car feeling so far today?
Oh, it's good, man. No, not really no fall off. Just come get some tires just to make sure. But yeah, looking at it right now, no fall off really. But it feels great right now.
Well, hopefully, I know you're starting a little bit further back this caution, probably. Or maybe not. Maybe you're at the front. Hard telling, but hopefully you'll be able to make it through everything, all the carnage most likely to happen, and we'll see you in the second stage.
Yeah, I'll be restarting second.
That is Dustin Hardy in that number 17, stage 1 winner. As they work back around. Lights on the base car are back on. Okay. Well, looks like Waylon Burcham stayed out. It's going to be Burcham, Hardy, Hunter Burcham, Reynolds, Crump, Moeller, Testa, and then a few drivers trying to get caught back up. So, a pretty small field already. Looks like Shoffett gets back on the lead lap. Justin is also on the lead lap. But here we go. Pace car. Oh, look at the damage on Waylon Burcham. A lot of damage to that right front, sticking up in the air a little bit. Hopefully it won't affect how he drives into turn number 1. Pace car is off. Say head through turn 4. It's Burcham. Hardy. Here we go. Green flag in the air. Good jump by that number 2. 22 going to let the 17 in. Dustin Hardy now going to have to try to track down that number 2 as he's also got Hunter Burcham right behind him now. A little bit of competition. Oh, Whalum a little bit low on the track. Hardy nearly runs into his corner panel. Whalum going to move up the track and let him by. Good decision by that number 2. Here's the 22 going by him, and now the 20 of Reynolds also going to try to make quick work of that slow car in front of him. As the 22 now going to try to run down that 17. John Moeller all by himself back here in that 5th position. A little bit further back. John Cook trying to recover after a mishap last restart. In the 8th position right now. Hopefully he can keep that car and that temper underneath him as they work around lap number 56 here at Bristol Motor Speedway. David Justin not having the best of days so far today, but a long way to go as John Muller slow on track. What happened to the 83 as Crump is also around? So we're still green. Let's see if we can see what happened real quick. Oh, Crump washes up the track. Gets into Moeller and then spins out by himself. Definitely not intentional by any means by that 04. But they're going to keep it clean where we stay green. Both cars continue to limp around the track as Hardy still in the race lead. Nowhere near that 22 as here comes the 20 of Reynolds. Trying to poke to the inside of that 22 now. Waylon Burcham doing pretty good, hanging tough in that 4th position after the 2 cars who were trying to pass him wrecked. So he gets up and into the wall a little bit. But Testa and Cook, teammates right behind him, trying to get caught up, see if they can make something happen. And right behind him is Jacob Shoffett in the 00. He's back on the lead lap in 7th, trying to make a few spots up. As Waylon Burcham in the wall again. That 2 is struggling right now. Oh, looks like the 20 of Kyle Reynolds got around the 22 of Burcham and is rapidly pulling away, but not quite able to catch that 17 of Hardy. Hardy just a little bit too fast right now. But back to this battle back here. Jacob Shoffett already around Cook. Testa got around Burcham. So now that 00 going to pull to the back bumper of the number 2. The 2 of Waylon Burcham. Looks like he's going to go high. Let that 00 by. We're on lap number 64. So move Jacob Shoffett up to the 5th position. He's going to have to now run down that number 6 of Ryan Testa. See if we can ride along with somebody for a while now. Oh, Testa right in front of him. Ryan Testa round smacks the inside wall. No caution. Nobody else involved, and the 6 is going to drive away, but that left front's gotta be hurting after that. Let's watch a replay. He was on the inside. Oh, clipped the apron just like the 19. Exactly what happened to the 19 of Christopher Lindsay. Good job minimizing the damage. He is still on the track driving. Looks like he is also still on the lead lap, so good recovery by that number 6, but he needs a caution so bad right now. He lost quite a bit of track position from that, so that's going to move that 00 of Jacob Shoffett up to the 4th position. And you know what, let's see if we can ride along with somebody here. And you can see just how challenging this track is. Jacob Shoffett trying to run down the 22 of Hunter Burcham. Right in front of him is a lap car of John Muller, but you see the 22 way ahead of him, way up there. On the bottom right hand of the screen, you can see the telemetry. See, staying in 5th gear, barely off the gas. Sure, tapping the brake a little bit, help that car rotate. But look at the speeds here for this half-mile track. 135 miles an hour going into the corner. Never dips below 100. Very fast track, very fast half-mile. One of the most fun tracks on the circuit. As he continues to try and make something happen of this race. Back up front, Dustin Hardy still in the lead, continuing to pull away from Kyle Reynolds. It's a 1.2 second gap right now. Right in front of him is Wyatt Hicks. Wyatt Hicks is a playoff driver, but he is not having a good day. Bristol definitely was not one of his strong tracks as he moves up to let the leader by. But Hardy is going to move by that 78 and will continue to put a gap between himself and the 20 of Kyle Reynolds as he continues to try to work through some lap traffic. Next on his list will be the damaged car of Ryan Testa, who still has not had a caution after spinning on the front stretch or the back stretch. Can't remember which one it was. He's still struggling through the corners in the straightaways, trying to keep it straight. That car not handling well at all right now. As Hardy going to make it to the inside on the corner exit. And that's going to leave it to where there's only 7 drivers on the lead lap. Last of which is that 2 of Waylon Burcham, who did restart. Did restart on the same strategy as the Hardy machine as he gets up in the wall again. He's been in that wall a lot today. Surprised he's been able to hold on to it as long as he has, as you see Reynolds trying to get around Testa behind him. Oh, Burcham slides up the track again. Hold on to it, buddy. In the marbles, not able to make that corner work. Way up on the top groove. As his teammate coming around behind him. And around him, that too, struggling severely on the track right now. Jacob Shoffett trying to run down that 22 of Hunter Burcham. Some laps it's working, some laps it's not. As he's on the back bumper of his teammate, who is also a lap down now. Looking at the best movers today, looks like John Cook up 4 positions since the start of this race. He's running in 6th. And Wyatt Hicks and Waylon Burcham are also up 4, excuse me. Oh, we have a caution. Oh, Burcham gets into Justin. But the caution will be for John Cook around right in front of those drivers. Oh, and struggling to get it back straight. And that's just Bristol for you. Very easy to completely lose control of your car out of nowhere. And by the time you realize you're spinning, almost no time left to react to it. As he also struggles to get back going straight. Thankfully, nobody else will be involved. As Lindsay coming back on the track. That will put us under caution for the first time in stage number 2. Alright, caution flag is still on the track. Let's take a look at those comments on YouTube. Oh, looks like we've got a lot of stuff going on. A lot of Dustin Hardy fans out there. I've raced with Hardy myself. He is very fun to race with, especially at a track like Bristol. A couple Ryan Testa and John Cook fans. Always nice to see them around. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the middle of stage number 2 here at Bristol Motor Speedway. It's Hardy on the inside, Reynolds on the outside. He got Hunter Burcham and Jacob Shoppett. These 4 drivers are some of the best in the league. David Justin right behind him in 5th, another one of the most talented. It's the battle of the best here at Bristol as Hardy coming out to another good lead over Burcham and Reynolds, still side by side for that 2nd position. But Jacob Shoppett still right behind him, seeing what he can do. 00 following that 22. Oh, 22 tries to block the 00. 00 still gets to the outside a little bit, but has to back off. These drivers better save those tires. We still got another 10 laps till the end of stage number 2. Well, I guess these drivers better push, I guess. The laps tick by here like they are nothing. Kyle Reynolds under attack from that 22. Shoffett a little bit too high in that set of corners. Going to tag the wall just a wee little bit. But Reynolds has that 2nd position. Hardy has run away again with that lead. Reynolds not close enough to catch him. Or is he? 3 car lengths now. Did close a little bit that lap. But the gap will continue to grow as Hunter Burcham, Jacob Shoffett, and David Justin, all 5 drivers single file. Nobody really able to make a move on another. These 3 drivers pretty evenly matched. Reynolds starting to pull away a little bit now as he moves up to that high lane. A little bit of contact between the 22 and the 00 as the 11 going to join the fray now. 5 laps to go till the end of stage number 2. It's going to be a good battle here. Burcham and Shoffett. Burcham up the track. Shoffett working about a half lane off the bottom, and Justin's now in the fray. Shoffett now to the bottom, clips the apron, drifts up the track. Burcham, perfect apex, but Shoffett a little bit of help from his teammate. Going to recover pretty quickly. Now trying to catch up to that 22. Here they come into turns 3 and 4. Shoffett working that bottom lane. Still not able to get to the back bumper as he has almost no time left. This 00 needs every point he can get. He already mentioned before not going to be able to make another the next race, so he needs to be able to be locked in by the time this race is over, as he now looks to the inside. Nothing there. Still fighting hard. Down the backstretch for the final time in stage 2. Still not able to do it. Good run through the middle of turn number 4, but he's going to have to be happy with that 4th position. Looks like miscounting the laps. One more lap. Shoffett fell off a little bit too much. Oh, he's there! He's at the back bumper, but not able to do anything more than just ruffle up the 22 a little bit. So, that is going to bring out the caution flag for the end of stage 2. It's going to be Dustin Hardy, Kyle Reynolds, Hunter Burcham, Jacob Shoffett, and David Justin. Your top 5 in a wonderful end of the stage number 2. Congratulations to Dustin Hardy. He will have swept both stages of this race. This rate, the race shouldn't be too big of an issue, as we are working lap 102. It's been a great race so far. Let's see if we can grab somebody to interview. Let's see if we can interview that number 20 of Kyle Reynolds. Hey, Kyle, Fearless up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
I got you, buddy.
Well, you've had a fast car on the track all day. Nobody's really been able to challenge you except that car in front of you. You think you can do anything different this last stage to get ahead of him?
I don't know, man. I got close to him on one restart there, but that was it. So, I don't know. I was pushing pretty hard there. I don't know how much more I got, so we'll see.
I've noticed, I don't know what it's like for your perspective but from up here, it looks like it's been really hard to pass all afternoon. You seeing the same thing, or a lot of drivers just taking it easy?
I mean, yeah, lap cars have been a little tricky. Some of them a little rough, but other cars, it ain't been too bad. I mean, if you're racing hard, you can get a run on them and go, but just maneuvering lap traffic.
Well, hopefully you can keep those tires underneath you for this last 150 laps. Good luck out there. We'll have to see how this one plays out.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
That is Kyle Reynolds in that number 20. Like we said, really fast car all day long. Just not quite enough to get around that 17. A couple drivers getting the wave around. I'm sure they're hoping for a quick caution. Rest of the top 5 is Jacob Shoffett and David Justin, both moving up a spot. Looks like Hunter Burcham will fall back to the 6th position. Been a very fun race so far. Looking to be an exciting restart, though. Brian Testa stayed on the track. Not sure. Interesting strategy by this number 6. He's going to be on the lead lap, in the lead, on old tires. As the pace car comes to pit road, it's Testa and Hardy side by side as we go green flag racing, and Hardy gets a great jump. No black flag either, so Hardy taking the lead. Is that a little bit of smoke I see? Dustin Hardy with some trouble. What happened to the 17 machine? As he's going to be slowed down onto the racetrack. Smoke coming out of the rear end. Heartbreaking end to the day for that 17. What even happened? Jacob Shoffett in the race lead now, trying to hang on against Hunter Burcham. Kyle Reynolds back in 5th. got Ryan Testa in third and David Justin fourth, but Dustin Hardy in the pits under green flag after a little bit of smoke on the restart. See if we can watch a replay of that restart and see if we can see what happened. We see, yeah, no contact with anybody on the restart, and just smoke just starts coming out of that car, and he's immediately slow on the track. So definite plot twist here at Bristol Motor Speedway, and it's going to be Hunter Burcham out front. Kyle Reynolds stuck back in the 5th position, not really able to go anywhere. David Justin in that 4th position, working to the inside of Ryan Testa now. Reynolds has fallen 8 seconds back from the leader. He is also slow on the track. So, interesting developments here at Bristol Motor Speedway, and it's going to leave Hunter Burcham with the race lead. Jacob Shoffett behind him and David Justin in third. It's going to be between these three unless we have a caution. As they head back around, Hunter Burcham all by himself up here. David Justin in that number 11. We haven't said much about him today. He seems like every race we have every track we've went to, he has been up front in contention. It's always nice to see that number 11 up here in the field. 00 Jacob Shoffett also in contention most weeks. He did win at Watkins Glen. Justin won at Darlington and Indianapolis. Hunter Burcham with 3 wins on the season. And out in control again today, Kyle Reynolds. Now down 10 seconds on the race leader, about to be passed by the 17 of Hardy. So bad restart for the 20. He must have damage somewhere. Oh yeah, damage on the left front to that number 20. Possible that he did get loose and spun a little bit, hit that inside wall on that restart. So the 2 fastest guys on the track with trouble. As Testa slow on the track on those older tires. Reynolds going to go right by. Hunter Burcham running away with the race lead. He's up 2.3 seconds right now. Jacob Shoffett about 6 seconds ahead of about 3 seconds ahead of David Justin. Then Justin is about 6 seconds ahead of Kyle Reynolds, who looks like he's starting to reel in that 11 a little bit, so hopefully he'll be able to recover some. But those are the only 5 drivers on the lead lap. First driver 1 lap down is Gregory Vanace, doing good, recovering from that penalty at the start of the race. About to be able to gain another position because Testa is also slow on the track. There are 2 drivers 1 lap down, Vanace and Cook. Dustin Hardy. Looks like he's 2 laps down. First driver 2 laps down. Then we have Waylon Burcham and Wyatt Hicks. Moeller is 6 laps down. Lindsay is back on track in 16. And Lucas Crump did not start the race. Or did not finish the race. As Burcham starting to work through some lap traffic here. pulling up to the back bumper of John Cook. John Cook is one of the only drivers 1 lap down, and that's Testa. And the number 6 going to go a lap down here in 5th place. Very slow on the track on those older tires. I'm sure he wants a caution flag so badly right now. Kyle Reynolds will be next on the list for that number 22 of Hunter Burcham. Gregory Vanace, right beside him, is no longer the lucky dog, but he's going to have to try to work around and catch up to Ryan Testa. He's got 12 seconds to make up, but with how slow Testa is, it shouldn't take too long at all. As Jacob Shoffett, the gap between himself and David Justin is down to 1 second, so that 11's starting to come to life a little bit. 11 doesn't quite have enough to compete with the 22 of Burcham, but he definitely looks like he is going to be able to at least battle for second with that 00 of Shoffett. Let's see if we can ride along with somebody. See if we can ride along with the leader for a little bit here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Always fun to hop in the cockpit of these drivers and see what they're seeing as you see that 22 starting to pull up to the 20 of Kyle Reynolds to put him a 1 lap down. As we work lap 138 of 250, we're coming to about 100 laps to go. And Kyle Reynolds about to go a lap down. After Reynolds goes a lap down, there will only be 3 drivers on the lead lap. As Reynolds will go a lap down here. Fun camera angles here at Bristol Motor Speedway. For those wondering how steep the banking is, let's just put it on this camera to help you see. Look at how steep this half-mile track is. One of the hardest tracks on the circuit. And you can see, you can't really see what's going on in front of you. Somebody wrecks just around the corner from you. You're not going to see it until last minute. As Burcham now coming to the inside of White Hicks. Oh, Hicks in the wall a little bit. Burcham's going to clear him. Next on the list is going to be John Cook again. Cook is also slow on the track. He has fallen to 8th. About to go 3 laps down. Hicks is now down 4. Waylon Burcham in pit road. Possibly to end his race. Definitely not on the brakes enough to see them glow, but you can see a little bit of red start to show on the brake rotors. as Bertram continues to lead here at Bristol Motor Speedway. "100 laps to go here at Bristol for the playoff race number 2. I haven't looked at the point standings yet for today. But be sure to join us next week. Next week we will be going to Charlotte Motor Speedway November 3rd. Be sure to tune in then. It'll be 70 lap race, so a very fun event. That will be playoff round number 2. Coming into this race, Wyatt Hicks had a 14-point advantage over Gregory Vinace. Waylon Burcham in that number 2 was 5 points behind that number 24. After this race, though, it's going to be hard telling what the point situation will look like. Burcham, Shoffett, and Reynolds all had good races. But Wyatt Hicks definitely has on the struggle bus today, down in the 10th position. Not very many stage points as we have a caution flag out. Not sure what for. Oh. Looks like Waylon Burcham has some issues. Two-car had just come on pit road, but you see him getting loose. Getting up in the wall up there in the marbles, and just hits it and goes around. But now we're bringing the caution flag out here for the first time in this 3rd stage. This is going to be interesting. Burcham, Shoffett, and Justin all coming into pit road. Reynolds gonna have to stay out and try to get a wave around, as well as Hardy. Hardy 2 laps down at the moment after issues on that last restart. Let's see if we can holler at him real quick and see what happened. Hey Dustin, fearless stuff in the broadcast booth. You got a coffee?
Yes, sir.
Well, looks like you had a good restart, last restart, but heading into turn 1, we saw smoke coming out of your car, and you pit right after. Tell us what happened.
Shifted into third, and when I shifted to 4th, for some reason it popped back and threw it in 2nd.
Oh, definitely unfortunate circumstances there, but it's been a pretty clean race for the most part here at Bristol. Definitely not what a lot of people were expecting. You think you're going to have enough cautions to get back on the lead lap and back in this thing?
Oh, 100%. I'm about to get one right now, and then as soon as somebody wrecks again, I'll get another one back, and we'll be back in this thing. Don't you worry.
We got 100 laps to see something happen. Good luck out there.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So that's 17. Unfortunate circumstances on the last restart, but he's back in. He's almost back in this thing. Going to be 1 lap down after he gets the wave around here. Hunter Burcham and Jacob Shoffett going to line up side by side. Kyle Reynolds probably going to be lining up right behind David Justin, possibly. I'm not sure how all that's going to pan out. Gregory Vinace did stay on the track, so he is not going to get any laps back. Or he did pit, so he's not going to get any laps back. David Justin stayed on the lead lap. So we have 4 drivers on the lead lap. a bunch of drivers who took the wave around going around trying to catch back up to the field. That's the pace car coming to pit road. Here we go. Great flag in the air. Hunter Burcham with a huge jump on Jacob Shoffett. David Justin also gets by the 00. Not sure what happened to Jacob Shoffett on that restart, but he will fall back to third. And David Justin, it's all in his hands to try to catch up to Hunter Burcham now. But Shoffett starting to close that gap up a little bit. Reynolds stuck in traffic right now. Kind of boxed in. Oh, Testa around. Ryan Testa around again into the inside wall. Second time on a restart that's happened. No caution either. So Ryan Testa just cannot catch a break. Hunter Burcham around. Hunter Burcham around on the backstretch. And that's going to bring out the caution. Heavy damage to the front end of that 22 machine. 22 all by himself. All he had to do was hit his marks and keep that car consistent on track and straight. Goes into 1 and 2. Gets in the marbles a little bit. Just gets loose. Hits the inside wall. Comes back on the track. Almost faked out the 24. That was close. And that's going to be the caution that some of these drivers needed. And it looks like, how about that? Dustin Hardy going to get the lucky dog. He's back in this thing now. Kyle Reynolds going to be restarting in second or third. Looks like third. I think David Justin came to the pits. That number 11. Ryan Testa still out on track. So that's going to be 5 drivers on the lead lap now. Dustin Hardy. He will have to restart in the back of the pack, but that will be the lucky break that he needed. Good racing by him getting to that lucky dog position so quickly. So 5 drivers on the lead lap, 1 driver, 1 lap down, and then from 7th on back, you have the 24 who is 2 laps down, 78 who is 4 laps down, John Cook who is still in pit road repairing damage, Hunter Burcham 8 laps down, John Moeller, or Waylon Burcham 8 laps down, John Moeller 9 laps down. Looks like Christopher Lindsay has also parked that machine, at least for now. As Jacob Shoffett going to be restarting in the lead. Kyle Reynolds in second. Hunter Burcham going to be in third. David Justin in fourth. Then Dustin Hardy's going to be way at the back of the line, way back there. So we'll definitely have to keep an eye on that 17 and see how quick he can work his way up through the field. Here we go. Green flag back in the air over Jacob Shoffett. Good jump by him. He's going to take the lead, but Kyle Reynolds has a fast number 20. He's all over that 00. 00's not had the fastest car today. He's good at getting track position. It's a little bit hard for him to keep it. At least when it's battling against the 20 and the 22. As the 20 does tag the wall a little bit there, but Kyle Reynolds back in this thing. Dustin Hardy's back in this thing, way back there, working his way through lap traffic as Shoffett continues to lead. Looks like the only driver he has to get around is that 24 Vanace, and looks like he's already gotten rid of most of the difficult drivers. As Jacob Shoffett still throwing blocks left and right. Blocked the 20 up high. That almost allowed Hunter Burcham to show up down low. as they head back around through turns 1 and 2. And down the backstretch, Shoffett's still leading. Good control by him. Reynolds trying to stay about a lane off the bottom. He's had some good speed there all race long. But Hunter Burcham is not done yet. He's to the inside of the 20. As all three drivers begin to drive away from that 11 of David Justin a little bit. But Dustin Hardy catching this pack extremely quickly. He's got around Gregory Vinace. He's just got to get around David Justin, and he'll be back in this battle for the race lead. As Jacob Shoffett starting to pull away a little bit from this battle for second. Those two side by side is exactly what he needed to happen for him to be able to hold on to the lead for a little bit longer. So we have about 75 laps to go here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Dustin Hardy around the 11. Now he just has to catch up to that 22, which I imagine won't take too long. But Jacob Shoffett again out front. Nobody around him really. He's already pulled to an 0.8 of a second lead. It's not as fast as Hardy was, but he has some speed this run. That 0-0. He's been up front. Oh, he gets sideways. Almost spins it, goes back up the track, gets in the wall. Nobody involved, but that will bring out the caution flag. You saw it live here, folks. Jacob Shoffett will crash from the race lead. Just like that 22 did. The caution before this. Heartbreak for that 0-0, though. Quite a bit of damage on that right front. And that will give Kyle Reynolds the lead. As you see people on pit road. David Justin going to stay out this caution. So this is going to be caution flag, not sure how many, but we are 70 laps left, excuse me, in this 250 lap race. It's been an exciting race. Dustin Hardy swept the stages. They had some issues on the restart at the end of stage number 2, blew the engine, had to come in under green. But some issues about midway through this third stage has allowed him to come back stronger than ever, really. It's going to be on fresh tires. Ready to battle it out with these guys. Alrighty, lights on the pace car will turn off. David Justin, Kyle Reynolds, Dustin Hardy, that's going to be your top 3. Hunter Burcham and Jacob Shoffett behind him. Shoffett starting at the back of the pack. Possibly, no, there he comes, coming back up to get to his spot. Hopefully he didn't have too much permanent damage and can get that car back up to speed pretty well. We're working our way through 3 and 4. Pace car down to pit road. It's the 11 and the 20 side by side. David Justin, Kyle Reynolds, Justin, good jump. Reynolds staying with him, though, as we get green. Reynolds going to poke in behind that 11. Was that Burcham up in the wall? Oh, Hardy gets it at the 20. 20 has to move up the track, trying to get around the 11 of Justin. 11 on all their tires. It's going to block the 17 as the caution is out. Oh, it's the 24 of an ace. Sideways. And Testa also possibly involved. Oh, Testa overdrove that corner, got into John Moeller, and Benace just got out of shape trying to avoid him. That will bring out the caution flag. But how about this? David Justin is going to be scored as the race leader still. So Justin going to be able to get a extra cycle on these tires of the leaders behind him. As White Hicks going to get a free pass. So definitely lucky break for that 11. As we're going to have about 63, 64 laps to go when we go back to green. Maybe more around 60. If you're just now joining us, this is the USORA, United States Online Racing Association, presented by Fearless Broadcasting. I am Fearless himself up here in the booth. Usually it is Bobby in the booth, but he was not able to make it today, unfortunately. I'm sure y'all do miss him, so be sure to give him a lot of love when he comes back next week. But tonight's race is brought to you by Fearless Broadcasting, your home for high quality, no limits sim racing coverage. If you're looking to take your league to the next level with live broadcasts, commentary, and top-tier production, hit us up. We bring the action, you bring the racing. Fearless Broadcasting has got your back. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to Fearless Broadcasting on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitch to stay up to date on all of our live events, race replays, and behind-the-scenes content. Fearless Broadcasting, where racing meets true passion. David Justin on the inside lane for Fearless Motorsports. Kyle Reynolds on the outside lane for Haystack Racing. Those have been the two teams to beat all season long. And then you got Dustin Hardy making his second or third start here for Outcast Motorsports. But up front, it's the Fearless Haystack duel. Side by side, green flag. Reynolds, great start. He's going to stay to the outside of Justin. Justin on those older tires just not able to keep it up to speed. Hardy overdrove that corner, but he's going to keep it straight. Justin going to lose that lead to Kyle Reynolds. And Hardy's going to make it around as well. Hunter Burcham pulled up to the back bumper. Looking around, looks like he's going to go to the outside, and now teammate Jacob Shoffett coming up behind that number 11. He's also going to poke to the outside, so Justin now going to be moving back to fourth, probably fifth in another lap or two. But up front, it's Kyle Reynolds. He has the lead for the first time today with having Dustin Hardy right behind him. Can he hold on to it? That number 17 has been fast all day long. One mistake on a restart nearly took his day away from him, but a few cautions brought him back into the game. Same thing with Reynolds. A mistake did take him out of the race. Oh, Hardy slow. A little bit slower on that straightaway. Not sure what happened to that number 17. But the 20 and the 22 both with a head of steam right now. As Hardy moving up to the outside lane. Kyle Reynolds in the lead. He's pulling away. Gap is about 0.5 of a second. And continuing to grow. Jacob Shoffett back here. He was able to get around David Justin. Now has to put some space in between himself and his teammate to try to catch up to that 22. Just barely in frame in front of him. David Justin doing really good on those older tires. He's after these three drivers got around him, he was able to start putting his foot down a little bit better. Whoa, shuffling up the track in the wall a little bit. He's going to lose that 4th position. Back to David Justin. So Justin's with having a pretty good day right now, but Dustin Hardy, he's recovered from whatever happened while he was behind Kyle Reynolds. He's now starting to close that gap. Here we go. It's the 17. He's got the 20. What's he going to do with it? This is going to be a 3-car battle for the lead now. Hunter Burcham looking to the inside. A little bit of contact. Oh, he gets around. Hardy spins. He gives it to Justin. Justin around. Caution flag. Both the 11 and the 17 around with trouble. What happened to that number 17? I believe there might have been contact between himself and the 22. He was slow in this corner right here. The 22 with the head of steam. Yep, the 22 comes up the track, gets into him. 17 tries to save it, almost does, and then just not enough there at the end. Takes out both Fearless Motorsports drivers. Oh, I know the 11's going to be upset about that. But Hunter Burcham will take out 3 of his competitors with one fell swoop. And the caution flag will come back out. It's going to be Kyle Reynolds and Hunter Burcham up front. And we'll have to see how everybody else will come out of the pits. Looks like Ryan Testa able to get the lucky dog that time. But not sure who all of the drivers who were involved in that are going to be able to come out of the pits. You see both these drivers out of the pits now. It does look like we will have 6 drivers on the lead lap. So it'll be 6 drivers on the lead lap. It's going to be Kyle Reynolds and Hunter Burcham. Not sure how these drivers behind him will race at 22 after what just happened, but we'll have to wait and see. The number 11 will be in 3rd. 4th will be Ryan Testa. That number 6, not sure if he got the lucky dog or not this caution. He may have to fall to the back. Jacob Shoffett on the lead lap, as well as Dustin Hardy. Both of these drivers with some front-end damage from that incident. Hopefully both of them will be able to keep it going without too much trouble. As Wyatt Hicks gonna have to fall back. So it's gonna be Haystack Boys up front now. Kyle Reynolds, Hunter Burcham, and then it's gonna be Team Fearless behind him. David Justin, Jacob Shoffin, and then Dustin Hardy in 5th. Ryan Testa looks like he did have to fall to the back for that lucky dog penalty. Here we go. Green flag out in the air. Great jump by that 20 of Kyle Reynolds. Hunter Burcham right behind him. Justin rounding out the rear. Here's Jacob Shoffin and Dustin Hardy side by side right behind that. Hardy going to get to the inside of David Justin now. Not sure if Justin is aware of what caused that incident, but looks like he will race that 17 cleanly. And Hardy's going to quickly move to that 3rd position and start to go up after those Haystack Boys. Here we go. Here comes that 17 of Hardy. Trying to catch that 22 of Hunter Burcham. Those 2 drivers made contact, putting the 17 around just the previous caution. Ooh, 17 a little bit sideways. That's going to allow the 11 to get to the inside of him. What's this with Gregory Vinay's trouble? He goes around and crashes by himself. Nobody else involved. No caution. As Hardy and Justin side by side again. Justin's going to take that spot back away from Dustin Hardy. Looks like Hardy may have pushed it a little bit too hard trying to get caught back up. We'll have to see if he can get those wheels back under him. As it's still Reynolds and Shoffett up front here. Reynolds and Burcham, excuse me, my bad. Reynolds and Burcham up here still going at it for the race lead. And David Justin's coming into the fray. Look at this 11. The 11 has not been super fast the entire race long. But on lap 211 of 250, he's on fresh tires and he's got a hot head of steam. He's catching that 22. Definitely a little bit frustrated after that last incident as they go around lap car 24 of Gregory Van Ace. But still battling for the race lead. Still not side by side yet. Kyle Reynolds is doing a very good job of cutting off the bottom for Hunter Burcham every single lap. Every time Burcham tries to run that outside lane, he ends up getting into the wall and spinning out. So we'll have to see how this plays out. Definitely bottom lane is the best in this run here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Oh, Reynolds moves up the track. A little bit of a mix-up there. Burcham not able to do anything on the bottom. And Reynolds is going to go up high again. So now he's leaving that bottom lane open. Burcham still not able to capitalize. Burcham now driving it in hard. They're side by side. Reynolds and Burcham side by side. Reynolds tags the wall. They're side by side still. Reynolds up high. Burcham down low. Reynolds going to give the spot up. And will come down in front of David Justin. Again, Reynolds to the high side. Justin to the low side. But we said it just a second ago that this run, it definitely looks like the inside lane is the most preferred. Oh, Justin moves up the track a little bit. Realize he isn't clear, but he will be clear this set of corners. And Kyle Reynolds moving back down to the bottom. So now it's the 22 and the 11. Gonna be going at it. Burcham with the lead, Justin with second. That number 11's been fast all season long, every race he's raced. But this is the first time he's really been up here and competitive here at Bristol Motor Speedway, and he's running down that 22. It's the 20 get loose. A little bit sideways off that corner. For the race lead, David Justin now pulling to the back bumper of Hunter Burcham. We have 30 laps left here at Bristol Motor Speedway. And things are heating up for the race lead. Kyle Reynolds had it. Hunter Burcham took it and ran away, but Justin ran that 22 back down in almost no time at all. As they're working up on lap car 78 of Wyatt Hicks for Phillips Motorsports, has not had the day that he wanted. A little bit of blocking action on that 22 for a second there. Here comes David Justin, still trying to pull to the back bumper of Hunter Burcham. Burcham saw that 11 in his rearview mirror, tried to turn up the heat a little bit, but anybody who's watched that 11 knows he's good at saving those tires. Probably just watching that 22 drive it a little bit too hard as the 22 smacks the wall again. 22 of Burcham driving extremely hard, trying to get away from that 11 of David Justin, but if you watch the lines coming off the corner, one driver is steady and smooth every single straightaway. He runs the exact same line. Hunter Burcham is searching. He cannot find the speed. Oh, well, in the wall. Cook came up on the track. That's going to hurt the 11's run on the 22. And that will also bring Kyle Reynolds back to this thing. But yeah, Bristol Motor Speedway is a rhythm track. The only way to be fast here is to be able to run the exact same line, the exact same way every single lap, and just be repetitive. Don't drive your car too hard, and keep it off of everybody else. That 11's been able to do it, but that 22 is still searching. Seems like every corner it's a different line off of the exit. As he's trying to use that line the 11 is using. It's just not handling the way that 22 wants it to, as he's coming up on another lap car. And now these two drivers back in a rhythm. Oh, 24 on the wall, comes down the track, is into the 11. That's going to be the second lap car that impeded the battle for the lead. Reynolds still in the background, just not able to do anything. 22 laps to go. Can the 11 of Justin run down the 22 of Hunter Burcham without any more lap traffic getting in the way? 20 laps to go now. This is a very hot battle for the lead. Kyle Reynolds right behind him. Ready to pounce in case somebody makes a bigger mistake. But here's the 11. A few laps later, right back on the back bumper of the 22. Can he close the final car length and a half? Now it's just the car length as they head down the front stretch again. David Justin driving that machine hard, trying to get to the back bumper of Hunter Burcham. Burcham wiggles. Here he comes. Oh, lap car wide Hicks. Hunter Burcham goes to the bottom. Hicks is going to go up high. Justin's there. Justin on the back bumper. Not able to make a move. This set of corners. They're nose to tail for the race lead. Justin looks low. Hunter Burcham blocks. Justin drifts up the track a little bit. He's going to fake to the high side. Crossover move. Another big block by Hunter Burcham. He's better be careful. He wrecked John Cook earlier doing the same thing. But they're nose to tail. 22 blocking very aggressively. 11 just not able to get around him yet. 15 laps to go. Will the 11 lay the bumper like the 22 has so many times this race? They get into each other! He goes up the track. 22 around, up into the wall. It stays green, and David Justin is in the lead again. Hunter Burcham back straight. Nobody else involved. No caution flag. Hardy now coming up to the back bumper. And David Justin in the race lead. Definitely probably upset after how many times the 22 threw those blocks. You see the two running him down the track. Purposely staying in his way. And he's going to go up and into the wall. But with only 10 laps to go now, the 11 of David Justin is driving away from second place Kyle Reynolds. Hunter Burcham is in third. Dustin Hardy back here in fourth, and Jacob Shoffett struggling today on this run, back in the fifth position. Nine laps to go now for the 11 of David Justin. Has not been in the discussion for the entire race up until about 30 laps to go. But he's here, and he has a hot head of steam after being denied a good finish last week at Atlanta. Coming up on more lap traffic, trying to keep it clean. As the race continues to wind down. Oh, we have a caution flag on the track. Who's it for? Possibly for John Cook. in that number 7. We see the lights still are green right here. Oh, 7 gets in the wall. Good control, keeping it, trying to keep it off of the 22 of Burcham. That will bring out the caution flag. Here at Bristol with only 6 laps to go. And everybody coming in for fresh tires except for Testa and Hardy. So this is going to be interesting. The 11 of David Justin going to be out on older tires, as well as the 17 of Hardy. And the 00 of Jacob Shoffett. But Kyle Reynolds and Hunter Burcham both came into the pits to get tires. And after watching how the 11 ran, the 11 and the 22 have been running each other and everybody else the entire race, I don't imagine this finish is going to be very clean. We already know that Hardy's upset with that 22 because of that contact that is what gave the 17 the damage he has now. The 11 was already upset with the 22 after that incident, and then the 22 upset with the 11 after what happened under green. So a lot of really hard racing at Bristol, a lot of temper starting to flare. It looks like Testa was able to get the lucky dog. Missed that he was a lap down. That's my apologies. On the lead lap, Ryan Testa will be 6th place, restarting behind all these lap cars, but no matter what, good finish for him. Nobody else is on the lead lap, or 1 lap down. 7th place is 4 laps down. So this top 6 is who is racing each other. Mainly it is the top 5. Testa just has not been able to compete with the rest of the top 5. This is going to be an exciting finish here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Hopefully this 11 and the 17 can race each other clean. Have an exciting finish. Here we go. It's going to be 2 laps to go. Green, white checkered here in the Usora. Hunter Burcham. Hard restart on the inside lane, very packed together. Good jump by Hardy, though. It's side by side. Justin and Hardy, rail sides. Reynolds around, no caution yet. Burcham now shoving himself to the outside of Shoffett. They get into each other. And there's a caution, but Hardy shoves the 22 out of the way. Bull, were we right when we said that nobody was friends with the 22 today? The 17 of Hardy, right before that caution, body slams the 22 out of the inside lane. Would have had the position too if the caution had not come out at that time. This is going to be interesting. The 11 will be restarting right in front of the 22. It's going to be the 00 in 2nd and the 17 in 4th. What a finish here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Definitely worth those tickets here in the Bass Pro Shops night race. These drivers working their way around 3 laps. It's going to be another green-white checkered attempt. It's going to be David Justin up front. Jacob Shoffett in 2nd. Hunter Burcham in 3rd. In 4th will be Dustin Hardy. 5th is Kyle Reynolds, and Ryan Testa looks like he's going to be able to have fresh tires and a chance to get in this thing. What a race finish this is going to be. Let's see if we can take a look at that right before that yellow flag flew real quick. This is a replay of the last restart. We already know that Dustin Hardy's not friends with Hunter Burcham, and yeah, so right before the caution came out, Hunter Burcham on the inside, Dustin Hardy does that old bump and run, shoves the 22 up the track, that puts the 00 in the wall, and that's where the caution flag came out. We'll have to see how this restart goes. 22, no friends anywhere but behind him. He has beef with the guy in front of him and the guy beside him. And I'm sure the 00 is going to side with one of those, giving the 11 a little bit of a love tap there. But here we go. Ryan Testa restarting in 6th right there. He's going to be able to capitalize if something goes awry. But here we go. Great flag coming back out. Here at Bristol Motor Speedway, it's a green and white checkered. Justin getting away with it. Burcham lays the bumper. Shove it up high. Hardy lays the bumper. Burcham around. Burcham around into the inside wall. It's a great so far. It's David Justin out front. Jacob shopping in the wall and white flag. It's going to be a shootout between Justin and Hardy. Down the backstretch for the final time. And David Justin will take the checkered flag for the third time this season here at Bristol Motor Speedway. What a finish. Now, there's going to be a lot of discussions between team trailers after the race. Hopefully, not too many on-track incidents. He waits for some drivers to pass by. But David Justin, after a long and grueling night race here at Bristol Motor Speedway, will take the checkered flag for the third time this season, and there's the 22. And there's the 22. Let's see if we can haul in somebody to interview here real quick. First of all, let's interview that number 17. Hey, Dustin, Fearless up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. Definitely was a finish for the ages here at Bristol Motor Speedway. I saw a little bit of beef between you and the 20, well, everybody in the 22 today. But talk us through those last couple restarts and anything you could have done differently to catch that 11?
Yeah, not get wrecked by the 22. That was I'm gonna just leave that alone. Just not get wrecked by the 22 and stayed in front of him. We would have won it easily, but some people can't drive and just drive through people.
You got any comment about the end of the race, or do you think that the way it finished was pretty much justified?
I mean, the 11, he drove hard. He stayed consistent the whole race. So I mean, he earned it. He put himself in a good spot at the end of the race to come home with the win. So I mean, I can't knock him. I still finished second. So, but it is what it is.
You looking forward to Charlotte next week?
Yeah, I'm pretty good there too. So we'll see what happens.
I'll let you get going. Congratulations on a second place finish here at Bristol Motor Speedway.
Yes, sir.
That was the number 17 of Dustin Hardy. Let's see if we can pull in Kyle Reynolds. Hey, Kyle, Fearless up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
So, definitely in a very up and down day for you. On that restart, you were really fast all day, but on that restart where the 17 blew up, you appeared to have had some kind of issue, but you were able to rebound, came home in third. Talk us through your race today.
Yeah, 6 needs to, I don't know, learn how to hold a line maybe, but that's for a different day. But yeah, it's all good. I rebounded good. Had a fast car. I don't know if I had anything for the 17 or not, but it was a good day all in all. Good points day.
Are you looking forward to Charlotte and the next round of the playoffs?
Yeah, I do like Charlotte too, so we'll see how that goes. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to what we got Martinsville too. So yeah, those two. We'll see how it goes.
All righty, I'll let you get going. Congratulations on a third place finish.
Thanks.
And last but not least, let's bring in the man of the hour, David Justin, in that number 11.
down on
Hey,
me.
David, this is Fearless up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
What's up, dude?
You came home with the checkered flag. I'm sure some people are upset with you, but definitely 22 made a
That's
lot
okay.
of enemies in the race today. So,
He did. So he kept on blocking me, and I went down low to try to hurry up and get around him, and I was faster than he was. So I mean, I'm just like, dude, what? Why do you just keep on blocking me? Not only that, we had 20, 15 to 20 laps left, so I had to go down, and he came down. It was like that race that me and Nathan had when we was at Darlington, and he came down from the wall because he knew I was fixing to pass him. So, I just hope that wasn't my fault. So,
well, I'm sure you definitely kept it clean on that last restart. Kind of surprised that the 22 kind of spun out trying to get to you there. But any words for your competitors, you and the 17, and you looking forward to next week at Charlotte?
no, I was just in the party chat or Discord with 17 Dustin, and me and him don't have no beef or nothing like that. So he's kind of mad at the 22 because of what he was doing the whole race, but no, he was fast throughout the race. He had some ups and downs, gotten some wrecks. I don't know what happened there, but I just tried to stay clean. I used my fast repair at the very beginning of the race, so I had to just sit back and watch everybody. Yeah, this is a good win, and there's not anybody that I'm against in this race, but I know 20 was kind of mad at me. He was like, "Yeah, the leader wrecked people just to get up to the front," which I know, he's probably joking around. But I just try to do everything I can to stay clean.
Well, congratulations on your victory today. Can't wait till next week and the coming season.
Oh yes, me too. What track is next week?
Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Ooh, that's going to be a good one for me.
It's gonna be a very good one.
You know how that went for me. So I'm looking for another W there. It's gonna be an easy one.
We'll have to wait and see. Congratulations again. Can't wait till next week.
All right, man. Thank you so much.
Well, today did not disappoint. We came into this race expecting some temperatures to flare. It may have taken most of the race, but a little bit of issues between a couple of these drivers at the finish. But overall, great race. Did not disappoint. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to the USORA. Congratulations to the number 11 of David Justin and the number 17 of Dustin Hardy for overcoming huge troubles and coming back to finish first and second. Be sure to tune in again with us. Next week we'll be going to Charlotte, same time, same place, November 3rd. If I'm not mistaken. Hopefully Bobby's back in the booth with y'all. Thank you for putting up with me. But until next week, this is Fearless signing off. Good night, folks.